Hi Pisces, and welcome to your reading. This is December energies, and there will be a pick a card, so we'll do 3 piles. I choose to do it this way because they are general collective messages, so choose what resonates and leave what doesn't. At least with this way I feel like you're getting some sort of option and it's not one generic message. I do advise that you check your other placements in your chart, so your moon, rising and Venus signs, as that will give you an overall picture of what December will look like for you. I will also, for some reason I was drawn to deliver some love messages because my channel is more spiritual based. I've been guided to draw some love messages, so there will be one generic love message at the end of this video, but timestamps are in the description box below for each of those. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, even though the intention is for December, whenever you see this, there will be some message in there meant for you. So let's get started, Pisces. So what messages, so 3 piles we're going to pick first for what messages you need to hear for the month of December. Okay, so for pile number 1 we have talisman. Pile number 2 we have magical shapeshifter, and pile number 3 we have deep freeze. So tune into each of those cards. Like I said, you can pick 1, 2 or all 3 and take what resonates. I will leave the video playing for a few seconds so that you can actually tune in and pause if you need more time, and I'll see you in your reading, which the timestamps will be in the description box below. Hi pile number 1, so you chose the card of talisman. I don't know if you can see that with the light, and it's a 13 card. I was going to say it's a 49 card, which comes to 13 or a 4, so those numbers may resonate with you. 4 is about stability. I do see the yin and yang symbol here, which is to me around balance and harmony, and I feel that you've done a lot of protection work on yourself, that is literally bringing you into balance. Okay, let's see what messages that we get through for you then, Pisces, pile number 1. What messages do we have for pile number 1, please, for Pisces in December? I'm looking at the path on that talisman card, and it's like I can see that you've been down, you've had a, not so much rocky, but like your life has turned in different directions throughout your life, yeah, you know what I mean. And I feel that is, even though the road up ahead we can't really see what's happening, I feel like you've still got another couple of I feel like you've got another couple of turns to actually go because it's like foggy here in the background, before you can actually see the true path that you're supposed to be on. What have we got? Sorry, just another one. There we go, thank you. So I feel like, yeah, let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, wow, we've got Mahavatar Babaji, which is soul expansion, and it says your consciousness is expanding, you understand the connections between all things. Hope with love and acceptance, and it says love is yours, recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts. We've got phases and cycles with Freya, and she says there is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Lord Shiva with transcendence, and it says, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. We've got white eagle, which is the ancestor spirit. It says, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And we've got Jwali Kul, I don't know whether I'm saying that right, but there we go, with Dharma unfolding. It says, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And it's funny we were talking about this path because I know we're all on a path and a journey. But I feel with some of you, the path is turning left and right all the time because you need to go back. And with this ancestor spirit shone out to me more, is that it's about your lineage. It's about understanding where you come from. I feel with some of you, and I'm getting goosebumps all over me now, is that with some of you is that some of your ancestors literally have been down the same path as you. And it's just come to me as well that like some of you have reincarnated from those ancestors, and you've reincarnated as this person because you're there to stop whatever patterns have happened in the past. They tried back then, but now it's time for you to, you're the one who is to stop the, I call them generational curses, whether that's right or not, but it's to stop any further generations going through exactly the same things that you and your ancestors have been through. I feel some of you work with the moon, some of you need to work with the moon, because I do see these phases, and I see the moon here with transcendence. I feel like once you actually learn to work with the moon phases, understand what each phase means and how you can utilize that to manifest and to transcend old energies and transmute them into the light. Because I see this snake is like releasing or shedding that old skin to form a newer version of you, and I feel that this is what your ancestors are wanting you to do now. I feel some of you may have dreams that you need to take note of. Things are happening in the astral realm for you, so you need to look after your body while you're here in the awakening world, not the dream world. So whether that's to do with rest, rejuvenation, eating properly, drinking plenty of fluids, I feel that there's going to be a lot more expansion for you. Your third eye will be opening a lot more, but I just know this path that you can't see up ahead will be coming to you shortly. You may get information from spirit guides, because I always see with this card, and I mean I read this card for somebody about protection and a Halloween type, autumny type time, but then all of a sudden I see this, like, it looks like a scarf here, part of her outfit, but like to me it looks like a dragon, and I'm seeing this, this is literally jumping out to me, this dragon. I feel like either some of you have spirit animals as a dragon, or you need to be very wary of people in your life who can try and influence you away from the path that you're supposed to be on. And I think that's why you go not so much in circles, but you don't, there's no straight path. And I know we all go different directions in our life, but I feel with this is you're supposed to be going in a straight path because you'll get there quicker, but people are influencing you to actually go a different direction. But it's now you understanding and recognizing the feelings you have within your body to say, is this right for me or is it not? And I feel that during the month of December you're going to get more upgrades to help with your intuition. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has for us. feel like you're a very old soul, not necessarily been incarnated on this planet often, maybe once or twice. I don't feel like you've been here and around and around and around. I feel you're here at this time. Oh, and I'm getting goosebumps. I feel like you're here at this time to actually help people to grow, help people to understand who they are as a soul. Yeah, I feel like this is why you've been put onto this planet at this time, is to actually help with that. But I think with this ancestor spirit is that they're here to say you are the one who needs to, you need to help break that line of trauma. Okay, let's see what else we have. So funny because I keep getting drawn back to this card, and I feel like some of you are from a different dimension, from a different reality, and you've been put onto this planet at this time to actually help expand the knowledge of other people. As my hand literally, like the energy in my hand starts jumping, yeah, I feel that too many. I feel that that's why you're here now, and I think you're going to do this through communication with them. So whether it's that you're planting little seeds with them, or you're actually sharing your knowledge via, I don't know, like a podcast or something like that, but you're using your voice in some way to actually help expand others and make them more aware of what is going on spiritually for them. Okay, so we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Six of Pentacles, Justice, the King of Cups, the Death card, and another one came out, which is the Three of Wands. We can get them in, can we? Yes, we can. Okay, so when I said you're either newly incarnated on this planet or you've only been here a couple of times, I see this Two of Pentacles to me basically means that yes, you've only been here twice on this planet, whether it be the ancestor previously who tried to stop the trauma, the arguments, the fighting, and try to change that, so your family became more community based, more working together as a team. I do feel now, like I said, it's you are this person to stop this. You're bringing things into alignment because you are so far advanced. This Hanged Man I see he's more, like I said, he's not from this planet. He's more enlightened than other people, and I feel that you are bringing this into balance now. I do feel with some of you that some of this was to do, because we've got quite a few pentacles here in the past, to do with money. So whether there was some sort of arguments around financial situations in the past, but I feel with the future going on is like things are going to become more balanced, and karma will come into play for quite a lot of people. You have been growing spiritually. There's a lot of transformation happened in your life because you've been born into this world as well, where you've still had to grow as a human being, but it's whether now is the time you're realizing that you're here for something else, and that's why you've been drawn to this message, or this is about you've always known spiritually that there's been something different, but you haven't known which way to go. But now this is saying this is the time now. This month of December is the time when this transformation is going to come to fruition for you. Things are going to come into balance for you. Things that you love to do. And this could be, like I said, the King of Cups there, this could be about your family. It's like, but things are literally coming to a head with everything. I feel like the end is in reach now, that like everything that's happened, because I feel like you've gone through this as well. It's like what your ancestors went through, you've gone through, but you realize now it's you who's got to stop this, so this doesn't carry on into further generations. And it's you making that decision now. You've got the world basically in front of you. You understand how the world works. You understand all them things. It's now how you are going to move that forward in your family life. Okay, let's pull some more cards for you there, Pisces. Pile number 1. It's so funny because I'm looking at the video and I can actually see the light shining on these 2 cards, and basically it's like, yeah, this is, you're here to shine the light. You're here to use that moon energy to actually help you and guide you, and transcend and transmute that old energy that no longer serves anybody. What other messages do we have for you here? So let's see. We have wishing well. It's a card 48, which is a 12 or a 3. And we've got 3 card, which is the Wizard of Awareness. We've got the Dragon's Lair. Wow, what did I say about the dragons before? So it's a 19 card, a 10 or a 1. We've got Balancing Act, which is the 11. Into the Unknown, a 7 card. And we've got Encouragement with 54 or a 9 card. Yeah, I think you've known all along. Okay, I'm saying known all along. I feel like you've only recently, in the last 3 years, I'd say, because we've got the 3s here. In the last 3 years, you've known what you can do spiritually. You've known what you can do magically. You know that the world, I feel, was not real, I want to say, because this mask that's on, a mask hides things. It's like an illusion type thing, like, and which is why I feel like you need to work with the moon. You've done a lot of protection around yourself, because I think you felt that you needed to do that. This Dragon's Lair also means to me is like, I feel like you're being spiritually guided by the dragons. Some people can class that as fear, but I don't feel that you do that. I feel like that your dragon is a spirit guide for you. Moving forward, I would say that there are things, like I said, with this path, you're not going to see, you're not going to know what's coming forward, and that's okay. You've been guided to this place and this time for a reason. You've gone through things in your life for a reason. You know that, like, you're being helped, but I think it's time for you now to start helping others in a way that, like, encouraging them to become who they truly are, to understand their life purpose. things are, like I said, coming into balance for you. And that's not just spiritually based. It's like we have to balance the 3D with the 5D. We have to balance the human form with the spiritual form. We have to balance all the dual things in our life, so love and hate, and the dark, the light. We have to balance that in our lives so that we can move forward. And like I said, the darkness is the things that you don't see, but you are here to shine the light so that you can start seeing the path ahead. And that is about also bringing people with you as well. So I am going to pull some angel answer cards for you. Basically what this is, I'm going to pull 3 cards. If you've got any questions that you want to ask for the month of December, you can pause the video to give you a little bit more time to think about them. I'll pull the 3 cards as an overall general message, and we'll see what comes up. Okay. So, 1. Ooh, I feel like that one, and I feel like that one. Okay, so we've got, it's up to you. It's up to you. You do what you want. It's your choice. We've got success, but we've got at the end, hell no. No with an exclamation mark. So if they're related to specific questions, they are your answers. Now for an overall generic one, I feel like, because like I said, the path is wavy. You don't know what is coming up next. I feel like this is telling you that yes, you can make the, because we've all got free will, you can do, it's your choice what you want to do. Some of you may go back and look at your lineage to see what's going on, some of you may not. It's your choice at the end of the day. Yes, you will still go to the you will still be enlightened if you, especially if you're working spiritually. It may take a little time. I feel like once you do that work and stop that ancestral karma, then I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness and success. There is something coming up on your path though that I think you'll know the answer. You'll know that the answer is no to it. You'll be given some challenge or lesson, as we say, and you'll be like, no, that's not right for me at all. But you'll know that, and I think that's why this is telling you, you are still going to be challenged and given lessons along the way. But now it's your choice of whether you decide to go on that path, or whether you say, no, I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I mean, I could take that for this channel. If you look back at the videos, you'll probably see that I started a while back, but it's only been more recently that I've started uploading more videos because I'm being drawn to do that. And I feel that it's because people need to hear the messages that I'm sending out as well. And yes, do you know what? I'm very happy if it's a success, because obviously this is what I want, is just to get my message out there. And if this is the way I have to do it, then I'm happy with that. Yes, there's only so many people you can talk to in your area, like where you live, but when it's online and over the internet, you can reach a hell of a lot more people. Will this bring in an opportunity for me? Possibly. Do I want to go down that route? I don't know yet, but at the end of the day, it's my decision. It could be a hell no, I'm not doing that, but it could be a, well, actually, do you know what, I'll try it and see. And then down the line you'll realise that's a hell no, we shouldn't have done that. I don't know, we take it as it resonates, like I said. So like what I'm going to do is pull some next steps for you to see what steps you need to take moving forward in the month of December. We really want to jump out at us, don't we, today? I feel like that's because some of you really need to share your message with the world. And if it's a case like what I've started to do, is to do it via YouTube or one of the other social media platforms, then I feel like that's what you need to start doing, because we need to get the message out to more and more people. So we've got the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Wow, Pages and Pentacles. And 3 Court cards. Yeah, so your next steps then to me is carry on the path that you're going. Yes, it's up to you what path you choose, because I feel like you're going to be given different directions to go in. The one I feel that you're going to go down is one of joy, happiness, spirituality. The 1111 card, they class this as the 4 of Wands, and it's going to be bringing in financial abundance to you. However, I do feel with that Page of Pentacles that there's going to be more lessons coming along once you got into this state of financial happiness and abundance and stability, that basically there's more lessons coming in for you, and it's still going to be stable because you're going to know how to act on how to deal with that situation. Now, I do feel that it is more financial based, because I feel like with the cards at the beginning, that's what you've had to fight for, because we have pages and pages. We had Pentacles and Wands at the beginning of your reading here, and this is telling me that like you did have to fight for this, but know that it's gonna go in the right direction this time when you actually made that decision to go and look at your lineage to see what patterns were there and know how you can heal them moving forward. So I'm going to pull one last piece of guidance for you. Here we go. It says ground. So it says it's time to ground and center your energy, be truly present in your life. Oh, stop now, look. And it says family underneath, so I have to take that as well. That's so funny, because it's your family. It says family is everything, reconnect with them or tell them that you love them. And I think that's the thing, is like there's been some sort of issue within your family that has left you like an outcast, I suppose. And especially like I've noticed this with people that I've spoken to, is they're like the black sheep of the family because they are more aware of what's going on, and it's like unknown or unnatural to other family members. And this is basically saying now is like, that's okay. I mean, this is the path that you were meant to come down, because you're the person. I don't believe you're a black sheep, you're the golden child, because you know what's going on. You are the person who is there to shine the light in your family, and this is just basically clarifying that for me. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If this doesn't resonate, please go check one of the other 2 piles, and like I said, please check your other placements in your chart, your moon, your rising and your Venus sign, as it will give you an overall picture of what's happening for you in December. And don't forget, I'm doing a reading there on love at the end of this video, so if you want to go straight to that, please go check out the timestamp in the description box below. And I'll see you in your next video. Thank you. Hi, pile number 2. So you chose the card of the Magical Shapeshifter. So it's a 52 card. I feel with this, I mean, Pisces is the ruler of the moon. So we've got the moon here with this Magical Shapeshifter. I feel that things are happening. You can manifest anything that you want, basically. I feel like you can manipulate the elements. But I feel like this is something that you're going to be doing, because I see the clocks here. It's like things happening in divine timing. I know this is a reading for December. Possibly things will start coming to you within December of how you can do this. And I also feel some of you are ascended angels. Okay, let's see what messages are coming through for you in December, pile number 2. What messages are coming through for pile number 2 in December, please? No. Okay. I lost the card I thought I wanted. But we'll get the right cards out. Whatever messages you need to hear for December. You're opening the key to something, opening the door to something. See this key? You're opening the door to something in December, pile number 2. Is that more of your spiritual gifts? I think some of you already know that you got these gifts and abilities, but I feel like they're going to expand more. You're going to be given a new opportunity to do with your gifts. Okay. Let's see what we have for you then. We have the Jewel Cool. I don't know if I can say that properly, but it's Dharma unfolding. It says, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. We have Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. We have Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Holy Amethyst, divine alchemy. And it says, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Serapis Bay with ascension. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. And Horus, the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Yeah, you're definitely opening the door to a new opportunity, and I feel it's all, I'm saying spiritually based, but you know what I see? I see galactic here. I think it's galactically based. I feel that you are able to, I'm getting goosebumps again. You're going to be walking through this. It's like, I see like a Stargate here. I don't know whether you've ever seen that TV show. It's like a Stargate where they open a portal to another realm. I feel this is what you can do. And I feel that during, this could sound out there, but do you know what? I've got this mind, whether I was able to do in a past life or whatever it may do, but I've got this vision that I am going to be able to teleport wherever I want. And this is what I see in this this reading, is that you're just going to be able to, like, hey, I'm in Hawaii, I'm in, I don't know, the moon, just whatever. Do you know, I feel like you're going to be able to manipulate that time, space and energy so that you can move between realms. And I know like shamans and people like that do it, but I think it's not so, I'm not going to say more advanced, because like we all have our own different journey to go on. I feel that it's you as a human, it feels more advanced, but this is saying to me that this is, you are literally ascending to this, and the steps are starting. Even though this is for December, you're going to be getting more upgrades during December, so that this will lead you on the path to this. I'm not saying straight away you'll be able to do this, and move, some of you probably will, but I'm just saying that this is the path that you are being led to. I think some of you already know spiritually what you can do. I feel that there's a hesitation because it's different. It's different to what others can do. It's I think it's something that you've been a bit fearful of because of the way humans basically have been brought up to believe that there's things out there that can hurt us. But I feel that you know that this is different. You'll be given some sort of download to actually or upgrade, should I say, more than download. You'll be given upgrades that is going to help you with that, is to take them limiting beliefs away from you, because I see like all the magic around this person, that like you're totally and utterly protected. And like I said, you are an alchemist, you can manifest anything that you want. And I think you know that you're going to be able to manipulate time. You're going to be able to manipulate the elements. Okay, let's see what the tarot has for you. I feel like you're being divinely guided by some of these people as well. I feel like some of you need to look up more to the sky. I'm seeing quite a lot of stars here. So I feel like with especially Commander Ashtar, who is commander of the one of the galactics. Oh, it's so funny as well. Look, I've just seen this. And see on the back of the card, but I'm going to show you here with the two, is like, see his symbol, you've got the two rings and the wings either side. Don't ask me why that's relevant, but like, it's like, when I seen this card in the last, I think I did Aquarius last, in the love reading, I seen this as a union, like a marriage type thing, but not marriage as in like being wed. Well, I did, but like this one I'm feeling it's a union of souls. And I feel that with Commander Ashtar, Commander Ashtar is one of the souls who are guiding you, who are helping you. And I feel that that's why you need to look up to the stars, because some of you are going to see things in the stars that you're probably thinking, wow, what is that? I mean, there's times I've looked out, and you can take this as you will, but I know listen, we all know our own beliefs, and we all know what we see. But when I learned that we're sort of like living in this matrix, I looked up to the sky, as I was shown to look up to the sky that night that happened, and I seen the matrix. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean you've seen the matrix? But okay, so I'll give you a little bit of an example. I've always loved Star Trek, and I've always believed that there's other beings out there, not just, just common sense to me says, how can we be the only planet in this system, the universe, that has people on it? Just doesn't make sense to me. I can't comprehend that in my mind. Okay, never have believed that. But as part of Star Trek, they were able to go into a little room that had grids all over it, and they were able to program something outside that they can go into this room, and it can be something that they wanted to do. It could be a fairground, it could be countryside, it can be going on a picnic, whatever it is, they were able to program it. But what I seen in the sky basically was this matrix. So it looked like the way the grid was before the simulation. And this is what I was called to look at, so I could see what type of world we were living in. And I know that we're living in a simulation. Basically, it's like that movie, the Hunger Games, where they've got the dome and people are looking down, so it's like firing like lightning bolts at them, or like, bombing them in some sort of. This is what I see. This is what I see the world as, that we're living under this dome. And I feel that this is why you need to look up now. You need to look at the stars, because there's going to be messages for you through the stars. I believe that you'll be getting more downloads, and this will be more upgrades for you. Whoa, that was heavy. Oh, I love it all though. So if anybody else does, comment below and let me know how you feel about it all. Okay, so we've got these. And we've got that. So let's see what we've got here first. So we've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, and we've got the moon, and I think we'll get another one in there. There we go. The Three of Cups. Okay, so let's see what, well, we're beginning and starting with 2 3s, okay? So 3s basically are community, celebration, alignment with ourselves, expansion, ascension, basically things that are basically coming into alignment for us, like our mind, body and spirit, the 3 things that are coming into alignment. And this is saying to me, because all this is between these 3 things, these are the paths that you've had to go on to become enlightened at the end of it. So starting young, I feel like you've had to work through a lot yourself, a lot of relationship issues, decisions that you shouldn't have had to make as a child, things that have been taken from you that shouldn't have happened. But listen, at the end of the day, we go on this soul journey, this path for a reason. I do feel like you're moving into something bigger and better. With this moon card, I said the moon is your sign anyway, Pisces. I do feel like there are times when you need to work on the moon, and that's probably another reason why you need to look up. Excuse me. But I feel like the veil is coming down thinner for you. It's literally dropping its guard so you can see these things in the month of December. The illusion is being lifted and you're going to be able to see the truth, and it's going to bring happiness and joy into your life. Celebration, you're going to be able to celebrate this with the people who you know you're able to talk to, friends, family, relationships, things that are people who understand where you're coming from, you know, because I don't feel like that you've had that in the past. I feel like you've been, well listen, we've all been suppressed, but I feel like you've been because you're like this black sheep of the family type person, I feel like that you've been left to deal with things on your own, and now it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to expand more, and come into your powers basically. So let's see what else we have for you. Pile number 2. Another one. There we go. Thank you. So we've got Ride the Wave 14, which is a 5. Rock Bottom, which is a 10 or a 1. We've got Solitude, which is 13 or the number 4. Making a Choice, which is a 30 or the number 3. We've got Magic Stream, which is an 18 or a 9. And we've got Peaks of Joy, which is a 33 or a 6. Okay, so yeah, I see with these cards here at the beginning is that you literally are going with the flow now. You're riding the wave. You're literally it's like you're on top of the world. Even though we've got Rock Bottom and Solitude here, I feel like this is where you've been, because you're ending that cycle now. You've put the work in. You've done all the hard work on yourself. You spent time alone to work on you, And now it's your choice. I mean, if you look at the threes here, 3, 3, 3, like I said, the threes are coming out for you. It could be a synchronous thing that when you see threes everywhere, that you know that you're on the right path. I think that you've grown an awful lot. I think you know this choice that is coming up for you in December, this next path that you're moving into, you're going to make the right decision, because I think it's going to be a magical one. It's going to be one of such magical gifts, abilities. You're going to know who you truly are. I feel like some of you're going to know where you've come from, and that's why I feel like you need to look up, because you'll get downloads to let you know that. And I feel like with this girl, she's taken that leap of faith. She's trusting the universe. She knows that where she's going now is literally one that's going to help her to grow even further. Big transformation coming up for you in the month of December, pile number 2. All I'd say is just keep doing what you're doing. You've worked on yourself an awful lot. Don't rush things. Don't try to rush the gifts through. They'll all come in within divine timing. So what I want to do now, pile number 2, is I'm going to pull some angel answers cards. There's 3 cards I'm going to pull. I'm going to do it as a collective reading. However, if you want each of the 3 cards to answer a specific question, then what I suggest is that you pause the video, think of your questions that you want answering, or even if it's one overall one to see what comes out for you, that's up to you. All I do is suggest that you pause if you don't have that question ready now. Okay, so let's see what we've got coming out. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So let's see what we've got. We've got in the near future, don't stop, and peaceful resolution. So if these are questions that you wanted answering, these are your messages. If you want it for the full collective, what I'd say is, yes, keep working. What's happening with you and the upgrades that you're getting. This is, I know it's a reading for December, this is happening in the near future. So I'm saying within the month of December that these things are going to slowly upgrade you. Don't stop the work that you're doing, because I do feel that it's going to bring more enlightenment to you, more peace, more joy, more happiness. And I think that's bringing you out of this pain and suffering that you dealt with in the past because of who you are, because you were always shining the light in this world. But people can see it more clearly now. And that's why I feel like you need to carry on doing what you're doing and not to stop. Let's see what next steps that you need to take then, pile number 2, moving forward for the month of December. What next steps does pile number 2 need to take? What next steps does pile number 2 need to take? And 3, 1 come out, okay. So let's see what we've got for you. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Devil. We've got the Nine of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Empress, wow, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so because we've got this card here in the middle of the reading, I feel like this is where some of you do worry about, I think there's a fear based of what next steps are coming for you. I do see a few pentacles. Is it monetary based? Possibly. Is it the fact that like spiritually you don't know what's coming for you and it worries you? I'd just say don't let, I mean, I see this pentacle here that's dropped on the ground. It's like, don't let the ball drop. Is keep doing what you're doing because you're going in the right direction. Don't let your ego take over. Don't let that little voice in your head tell you that you're no good, because you are good enough. You are here to shine the light. You are here to help others. I do see the King and Queen of Pentacles here. Is there somebody who's going to come into your life that is basically, as they call, your twin flame? Possibly. I'm not saying that's going to happen in December. It could potentially happen in December, but I feel that this Queen, she's looking down as if she's sad, and this Queen looks sad, so it's like as if like there's been a separation, and I think that's what the twin flame is like when you're separated. It's not that you're sad continually, but like until you actually meet each other again is when you come into alignment, and that's when joy and happiness comes in. And as you see here, the Empress is another 3 card, so it's like things are getting balanced for you totally in the month of December. Just like I said, don't let the ball drop. Keep going as you're going. Try and work on the fear-based thing. Like I said, just don't let that ego get into your mind. Keep working from your heart. But it's time, I feel, for you in December that light is going to start shining. You need to come out into the world and shine bright like these stars that I see at the beginning. So let's see one final message for you there, Pisces, pile number 2. Okay, so we've got career. And it says it's time to add extra energy to your career, maybe try something new. And that could be with your career, is that like whatever you're doing at the moment is to move more spiritual based rather than 3D based. Add something in that is going to enlighten your soul. What gets you fired up, what gets you sparked. And this is saying that maybe this is time in December to consider that career change. So pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it didn't resonate, please choose one of the other piles. And like I said at the beginning, please go check your other placements in your chart, your Venus, your moon and your rising signs, as it will give you an overall picture of what is happening for you in December. And don't forget, there is a timestamp below for if you're looking for a love reading. That will be happening at the end of the video. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Hi, pile number 3. So you chose the card of Deep Freeze. It is a 26 card, which is an 8 card. And I feel in December, some of you, because you see the pour is in the water here, some of you are basically going to come out of this deep freeze. I feel like more light, more colour is coming into your life. And I'm not just saying that because of our lovely Christmas lights. I just feel like this is what is actually happening for you. So let's pull some more cards, pile number 3, to see what is happening for you in the month of December. What is happening to pile 3 in the month of December. Wow, these are coming out quick. And this one, look. Yeah, thank you. So we've got green Tara with supreme protection. You're protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. And look at all, wow, look at all the colour in there, in that card, if you can see it. Didn't I say you're getting a very colourful future ahead of you? We've got Mahavatar Babaji with soul expansion. And it says your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. We've got Joan of Arc, voice of truth. And it says stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. We have Master Jesus with forgiveness. And it says you are on the path of light, love and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. We have Krishna with devotion. And it says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And Serapis Bay with ascension. And it says, move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Yeah, I feel some of you have been hurt. I'm going to say been hurt in the past and has left a lasting trauma based, fear based how can I say it? It's basically you've been suffering for far too long, I'll just say it that way, and now it's time for you to bring this colour, like I said, back into your life. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to be who you truly are. It's time for you to ascend out of this grief, out of this sadness. You've been stagnant for far too long. It's time for this lion to get up and roar and be. It's saying here, voice of truth is to be who you are, share who you are with the world and stand up for what you believe in. How you do that is it through forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself. You're fully protected in what you decide to do. Your soul is wanting to emerge out of this human body to literally say, it's literally there trying to shake you out of this stillness and this stagnation. But you've got to want to do it. That's what I'm seeing from that devotion card. You've got to trust what guidance you're being given. If you've been drawn to this pile, then it's saying that you've been drawn to this because you need to trust what guidance you're being given through this. I feel some of you are going around in circles, as in things are coming to you and you don't quite understand it. So I feel, because I see when this card came out, even though it's come out in other readings, I'm seeing an Egyptian type thing, and I'm feeling some of you possibly are remembering past lives where you've been before, and I feel like you're doing this loop. See, like the loop on his headdress. It's like you're sort of like going around in circles about it because you don't quite understand what that means. But yeah, so I feel like during the month of December though is like, this is when the reality starts to kick in for you, and that's why your world is going to become I want to say more fruitful, more abundant, but like it's because you're learning things about you. That's why your soul is literally getting bigger, brighter, and it is expanding out. And that's when, because you realize what is actually happening in your life, and this is where the stagnation then stops, because you know that you can expand further. You've dealt with, should I say, the things that you've had to deal with. But now it's time to share yeah, share your message. It's like voicing the, like I said, the voice of truth, sharing what you know and what you believe for yourself. I thought there was a knock on the door then, there wasn't. Isn't that weird? I feel like spiritually your third eye is like open or is about to open in December, and this is going to like bring more truth and clarity into your life when that happens. Not too many. More. There you go, yeah. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Ten of Cups, oh no, Ten of Pentacles, sorry, the Chariot, the oh wow, look at all these, the Death card, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Wow. Okay, along with the 5 major arcana, which is like, this is totally divinely guided. Somebody possibly could be bringing messages into you. I said the Ten of Cups here, around love. It could be around joy, around happiness, because of, and that's going to wake you up from this stagnation. It's going to make you more aware of things that's been happening in your life. They're going to show you a different point of view, should I say, and a different aspect of how your life can be. I feel like with this Hermit, you've been in that mode for far too long. It's time to move forward now. And when you move forward, this Ten of Pentacles is you're going to become more stable, more grounded, more and because I said the Ten of Cups, I feel like there's a lot to do with family here, and that's where the forgiveness thing comes into it. You are moving forward into a bigger I want to say a bigger role for yourself, and I feel like because you're stagnant, it's going to be bigger anyway, but it's full of transformation, full of happiness and joy, truth and clarity. Like I said, truth and clarity is coming out for you in December, and that's when it's going to wake you up from this slumber that you've been in. And that's when you can start, like I said, shining your light, sharing your truth with others, what you've been through, why you're going through this. The deep freeze could be a form of spiritual awakening, like the dark night of the soul that you've been going through, and you feel like you've been going through for a long time. Okay, so what else do we have for pile number 3, please? All the messages for pile number 3. Thank you. So we've got Metamorphosis, big change happening. Like I said, it's a 7 card. We've got the Moonlight, which is a 51 card, or 6. We've got a Stuck in the Mud, which is another 6 card. We've got the Wishing Well, 48 or 12, or number 3. We've got Storm Fields, which is a number 9. And we've got Goblins, which is a number 5 card. Yeah, I think some of you are being shown the truth about, if you haven't already, and that's why you're in that deep freeze, because you've been struck down, like as in like you're dumbfounded, I feel like saying, is that you've been shown the truth of how the world has been run, and now that cycle is ending because it's bringing you now into a spiritual based reality, because you know that these things have been hidden from you. They've been like I said, the truth and clarity has come to you. The moon is all about hidden things, like an illusion of where we've been living, and I feel that this is where you have realised that this is all been an illusion that we've been living in, and that can make you go into a depressive state, which is to feel like this is why you've been stagnant. But just know that there is better things on the horizon for you. As you can see from this, you're going to know that we can see spirit, we can see all the elementals, fairies, goblins. Things are going to come to you gradually, I feel, because if you've been in that state of stagnation, I feel like your soul is expanding slowly, because everything, like I said, happens in divine timing, and it will start changing in the month of December. Like I said, this to me, like you see the opposites here, like it's like a reflection. It's like you know that everything that is you've been taught is by the hangman needs to be turned upside down, because the world is totally opposite to what we've been told in our lifetime. But just know that the past is behind you, the mask has been dropped now, and you're coming into a more balanced state. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some angel answer cards. If you've got any questions, please pause the video and think of your questions. There's going to be 3 cards. I will read them as a collective message. You can take them as collective or take each one as an individual answer. That is up to you, and you can pause the video now if you wish to do so. So let's see what's coming out for pile number 3, please. Pile number 3. So the first one, second one, and third one. Okay, so we've got within the next few weeks, we've got look for a sign, and we've got unlikely. I have to clarify that unlikely, because there's something about that I know you're I mean, things are going to be moving forward for you. We're doing this for December, and I'm recording at the end of November. So yes, within the next few weeks, things are going to change for you. Yeah, unlikely. Yeah, wait. It's like you're asking for signs from your guides, from spirit, from your galactic family, maybe, I don't know, from your ancestors, and them signs are coming through for you. However, it's saying don't force anything, because if you do, then it's unlikely that you're going to get an answer, because we try to rush these things. And I feel like with this is because the truth and clarity is coming to you within the month of December, is that like you don't want to push it away. And I feel that within the next few weeks, this clarity is going to start coming in, like I said. But it's like, don't force anything, don't rush through, because listen, we've all done it. I mean, when I found out what was going on in the world spiritually and across the world, like I don't even want to say mentally, but like the way the way the world's been run, should we say, is that like you want to go and tell everyone about it. And is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, I think now people are becoming more aware of what's going on, but back when I was trying to tell people, it was like, I'm nuts. And I feel that you're becoming more aware of this, and within the next few weeks, it's saying there is that you're going to ask for guidance. You're going to ask which way or how you're going to deal with this, and you'll be given the right answer for you at that time. But let's see what next steps that you have, pile number 3, of what's coming, of what you need to do in the month of December. What next steps do we have for the month of December for pile number 3, please? Well, they all want to fall out. It's like you're excited that these things are happening to you. I get that. Sorry, one second. The card's falling out on the floor at me. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got the 9 of Wands. We've got the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, I think it's still stand up for what you believe in. Don't back down. You know what's right in your heart. You know what's the truth is. There are things that are going to come in as well, and I think this is why it's telling you to wait. Is there's things that are going to come in unexpectedly, things that are out of your comfort zone, because I feel like some of you still want to hold on to this. I'm happy where I am, don't move me anywhere. But you've been drawn to this reading because we need to grow now. We need to move the planet into a place of happiness, joy and abundance for everyone. And I think with you knowing this clarity, this is something that you know that needs to happen. But I feel because you don't know the next steps of what, and none of us do, we don't know what's on our path ahead. We can create what it is that we want for ourselves. We can visualize what we want, we can feel what we want, but there'll still be opportunities, there'll still be lessons coming in that you don't see, because this life is here to challenge us as well. But it's like, do you want to hold on to all the things that you've kept holding on to from the past, or do you want to move forward? And I feel that this is the time that you need, yes, you can still stand up for what you believe in, and if you feel it's the right thing for you, then yes, do what you feel is right. But it's time to like move with that, grow with that feeling that you've got, expand your soul now. So let's see what last piece of advice that we've got for you then, pile number 3. Told you, it's like the energy is like boiling up inside you at the minute. It's like my cards just want to jump everywhere. So like, it's because I think there's excitement there coming in for you, because you know that you're getting out of this stagnation, you know. Okay, so we've got music. Express yourself by playing an instrument or singing. Music will uplift, oh no, music will lift your spirits. I need one more here. Yeah, there you go. Focus, you're in need of a clear direction. Decide what you want in life. And I feel this is where this is asking you to visualize now, is you can still stand up for what you believe in. You can still have the things that you want. It just means now that you don't have to stay in this stagnant place. You can build on what you've learned. You can build on what you're going to learn, what truth and clarity is coming to you. But just focus on what it is that you want. And yeah, music being played around the house will uplift your spirits, and maybe that's going to help you ascend quicker. So that was your reading, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If it didn't resonate, please choose one of the other 2 piles. And like I said, please check your other placements in your chart, your Venus, your moon and your rising signs, as they will give an overall picture of what is happening for you in December. And if you stick around, there will be a love reading coming up next. Thank you. Hi Pisces, so here is your love reading for the month of December. Like I said, take what resonates and check your other placements in your chart to see what resonates with you, and an overall picture of the energies around love in December. So funny. let's see what we have. We've got romantic feelings, and it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. We have children, and it says your love life is being affected by children. It is safe for you to love. So it says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. We have passion, and it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We have trust, and it says the situation is calling for you to have faith. We have let go of control issues. It says allow the situation to unfold naturally, and we have deception, and it says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So I feel, and to be honest with you, this is like, it's come up in a couple of the other readings that I've done, is that I feel that in December there's a time that we need to let go of the things that like have hurt us in the past, the things that have caused us to be over controlling, narcissistic type energies around us, and this can be for singles, in a relationship, separated, marriage, whatever it is, because I feel like what the energies that are around at the moment are, because these cards are coming out quite regular, I'm feeling that this is an energy that we need to deal with no matter what sign you're in. I don't know, I haven't done all the signs at the moment, but this is what I'm feeling at the moment. And I feel it's because we are in a stage of, we have to let go of the things that have happened to us in the past. We have to forgive ourselves for what's happened in the past. If we keep, like I keep saying, the law of attraction is at play all the time, but even more so now with the energies that are happening on the planet. So if we still believe that we're going to have a relationship the same as every other relationship that we have, then we'll keep getting that relationship into our life. Like attracts like in the law of attraction. So basically what I'm feeling is that that is something we need to let go of. We need to put our mind to a place where it's attracting in who we truly want in our lives now. Characteristics, personality, whatever it may be. And I feel that once we let go of this, it is this control, because like your mind is controlling what you're feeling, and it's like getting that them thoughts and putting them into your heart. What do you truly want? And I feel that once we do that, Pisces, is when all this all these other feelings, all these other people will come into your life. And yes, children could be involved. You can take that as, if it's to your relationship, it could be about, it's saying that they're affecting your relationship, but I feel that that could be because of, in the past we've either wanted children, we couldn't have a life because we had children, or it could be the fact that there'd be children coming into your life who are with a single parent. You know, put it as it resonates to you. But I feel, Pisces, that once we get into that right mindset, is that like this is when these this new love, this new passion will spark in your life, to bring this new romantic partner into you. And because you are a moon sign, Pisces is, the moon is ruled by Pisces, is I feel that like your emotions then need to be in check. So what I would suggest is that like putting your attentions out to the universe when there is the full moon, letting go of what no longer serves you during your the moon phases. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not 100% on them, but just I know during the moon phases that basically it's putting out into the world what you want and letting go of what you don't want, for different phases. And I'm not an expert at that, so maybe you need to go and check some of the other channels to do that. I just know that like I feel that you need to work with the moon to actually manage your emotions, not control them, manage them, and to set your intentions right. Oh my gosh, they all want to jump. They all want to jump. Oh, I have to take them too. Okay. And that one. That's funny. And that one. Okay, thank you. So what have we got? We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands, the King of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, it's about I feel with this card, Six of Cups, because I seen that and I turned back over and it was like, no, you need to bring it out, because I feel that that is somebody in your life either wanting to return, like an ex, or it's the fact that you need to learn from what happened between you and that ex. I do see a sadness in this Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like some of it was to do with money situation, not just children, because it made you feel trapped in that relationship. So whatever happened in the past has gone. I do feel that for you to move forward, because this 1111 card, the marriage card, the Four of Wands, is basically saying there's a stable relationship coming in for you, and it's one that's going to be passionate, it's one that's going to be aligned to you. But if we still let the heartbreak of the past control us, then this new love is not going to pan out the way it's supposed to. And I feel that this is saying to you, you need to manage them feelings now. You need to get into the right mindset so that you can bring in this new love into your life. And look, you can see the passion here, but it's about trusting the universe that they're going to bring you in the person who is meant and is aligned to you. We'll just pull a few more cards. What else do we need for Pisces, please? Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the Sword and the Rose, and this says clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. We have Stabbed in the Back with heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. We have Seduction, and it says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. We have Love, which says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. We have Clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. We have the Snake, and it says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. We have Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. And we have, oh, there's Passion again, look, Passion. And it says insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. Wow, so there's a lot in there, as you can see, that I feel is coming from past energies. I feel like because of that, you're going to have these rose-coloured glasses on around somebody. I feel possibly with some of you, somebody is returning from the past, and they're going to try to tell you that they've changed, even though I feel with this third party influence is that nothing's changed in their life. They've still got people around them who are affecting or influencing them, should I say. This clock is set, divine timing happens for everything. Like I said, I feel like you do need to work with the moon. I don't know whether I said that here in the love one, but I know in the one of the readings I did, or maybe a couple of them, because Pisces is the moon, the ruler of the moon. I mean, it's your choice what you decide to. We've got this one night stand here, and seduction, and it's like, I mean, it's your life, you can do what you want. If you want to go and play around, that's your choice. But I feel that this is now, if you have been doing that, it's time to come away from that now, because at the end of the day, you want a relationship that is, you want this passion in a relationship. You want to be loved, you want to be feel safe, you want to not be looking over your shoulder, I feel like saying, and I feel that with this reading for love is like I said, you need to let go of the past. You need to let go of what's happened in the past and move forward in your life. Yes, kind of snake shed old skin, yeah, but there'll still be a snake. That's the way I look at it. Oh, isn't that terrible to say? But that's the way I'm feeling. It's like, once a snake, always a snake. But yes, people can change. It's all about mindset. But I feel like if somebody is trying to come back to you, you'll know straight away. You'll know that they haven't changed, because there'll be something that happens and you'll be like, do you know what? It's exactly the same, so there's no point in going back. It's time for you to cut them cords. Time for you to release that old stagnant energy, and to move forward with your life, because you deserve happiness, you deserve love, you deserve passion, and why not? Because at the end of the day, we all deserve to have that, to feel happy, to feel joy, to feel abundant, to feel loved. And if we're choosing the wrong people, then I feel like you'll know straight away. Wow. Pisces, that was your love reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you give you some clarity. But like I said, each to their own. Everyone can make their own decisions in life. That is up to you what you decide to do. If it doesn't resonate, like I said, check your other placements in your chart, your Venus, your rising and your moon sign. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.